Hello.
Ah!
Hi.
I'm like, hi.
I know. Well, my mom's gonna hate me for saying this, but like whenever she does Marco Polo, she's always like this.
Looking at her teeth.
Okay, enough of that. Hi, welcome to Party Like an Adult, also known as Play Tasting Room. I am Jessica. I'm one of your hosts.
And I'm Katie. Am I supposed to introduce myself now? I'm Katie, and I'm in the basement.
Streaming live from her basement. I am also in my basement. Let's see. Let's talk about
very Wayne's World of us. I never thought of it before, but shoo-wing!
Okay. Let's talk about what we're drinking. We're going to have two Sauvignon Blancs under $10. We're starting with very accessible wines, things you can get in like a safe way and seeing how they are. I've tasted a lot of Sauvignon Blancs, so I'm looking forward to tasting them. Then we're going to have RumChatta. I actually went to a Bacardi distillery yesterday in Puerto Rico, so we'll try that. And a local Virginian one, because I'm in Virginia. Rum. And then we will have some ciders.
Awesome. Yeah, we turning it over?
So Katie is going to lead us on our wine segment. Go for it, Katie.
So I'm going to start with a little education about Sauvignon Blanc. I have to say Sauvignon Blanc is one of my favorite wines, and I've heard people say recently that they think it tastes sweet. Jessica, do you think that white wine tastes sweeter than red wine? Random question.
That is, you know, I feel like in general, white wine seems to be more dry.
I know.
But there are definitely sweet. There's like Moscato and Pinot Grigio that seem to be more on the Riesling.
Yeah.
But I don't think Sauvignon Blanc is a sweet wine, personally.
Yeah, it was really interesting because I was with a whole bunch of ladies. We went wine tasting and they were like, I don't drink white wine anymore because it's sweeter. I think it has more sugar. Not true. Actually, white wine has less sugar, which is kind of disappointing now that we're going into since, you know, nobody likes sugar anymore. And with a war against sugar.
This is like, we're doing the low sugar segment.
I know, but I mean, it's winter, so I feel like red works better. But we're summery today.
I was in Puerto Rico, so you know it was summery there.
Yep, totally makes sense. So Sauvignon Blanc is one of the most popular white wines in the U.S., and it's often referred to as grassy. It has like a crisp, fresh, refreshing crispness to it, and that's because of the high levels of acidity and the low amount of sugar. The grape is grown. It's a popular U.S. region where Cabernet and Merlot both grow as well. And it's also grown in Bordeaux, France. But in France, they blend it with other white wines. So you're never going to get like a true Sauvignon Blanc. It will be a white blend or I feel like I'm going to need to get corrected on this. Sauterne. Did I get that right?
Sauterne.
Sauterne. And dessert wines. So in Bordeaux, it is believed that the grape was given the name Sauvignon Blanc because of the word sauvage, which means wild, because the grape grew like a weed in that region. And then the grape traveled north into the Sancerre area. But then Sauvignon Blanc really gained the popularity it has now when it started being grown and produced in New Zealand. And the wines we're drinking tonight are both from New Zealand. And I remember drinking Sauvignon Blanc. It was the first screw top that I ever saw. So go New Zealanders and the preservation of that endangered cork tree. And here we have, you guys, this is great. My alcohol came to me. Can I say this out loud?
You can. Let me show the bottle. This is the first one, the Cupcake. You guys are probably pretty familiar with it. It's very popular in grocery stores and under $10. So, woo!
Yeah. And I haven't actually seen Giant Sky before.
Oh.
But so the first wine that we're drinking is the first wine that we're going to taste this is my Cupcake. It's $7 in a store, so very affordable. It has the tasting notes are that it has lemongrass, lime. It's light and crisp, not sweet, and you'll love it in the summer. Not summer, guys. And then Cupcake produces many wines. So
summer in New Zealand. So actually, you're wrong. Let's see the different colors. This one looks a lot paler.
Okay, so all you New Zealanders who were on this amazing show, yeah, it is lighter. It looks like.
I definitely smell the grassiness in the Cupcake one.
It smells like pear to me. It's crisp. Man, I love Sauvignon Blanc.
Well, it's definitely not really sweet. It's not, it definitely has a strong alcohol forward flavor. I mean, not that that's bad, but it's not, you know, I think it's, yeah.
My alcohol tastes like alcohol.
I almost spit out my wine. It's like
I think that it has like a really nice, I love like the crisp finish. It makes me go like this though, which is probably my least favorite noise in the world. You want me to do it again? Did you hear the spit in my mouth?
What's great is like you live or not, you're just still the same. So great.
Cheers. You guys, this is what I'm like when I'm in my basement. Oh wait, I'm in my basement.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, double fisted.
Going on to the second one. Do you want to talk? Did you talk about?
I don't think I even really talked about Cupcake. Let me give you some pointers. The Cupcake Vineyard, is run by a winemaker named Jessica. Jessica May. And the vineyards are all over, including California, which it says is in our backyard, but that's not our backyard. Our backyard is like Virginia and Maryland. After introducing a small selection of fruit-forward, creamy white wines in 2008, we've grown our portfolio to include a wide variety of delicious red, white, rosé, and sparkling wines, from California classics to favorites from some of the world's preeminent grape-growing regions. So this is like a new vineyard, only around for 9 years. That's cool. And then the Giant Sky, which is from Marlborough, another word that I'm really bad at pronouncing.
Marlborough. All right, that's the bottle.
Yeah, is $9 in the store. Also New Zealand. And the tasting notes for this are light golden yellow color. That's not tasting. Very aromatic on the nose with lots of citrus and a bit of fresh cut grass. See, loving the grass.
Smells almost more like a passion fruit kind of fruit. Like it has like a.
Oh yeah, like passion fruit smells a little funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe that aside from funky.
Okay. Huh. This one,
I like that.
Dry. It's less dry than the other one.
It hit me in the uvula.
The what?
Right? Or isn't that's the right word? The uvula?
I like failed in bio. I didn't fail. I did well, but I didn't like retain biology.
God, I loved bio.
Okay. I don't love that. I wouldn't drink
it. It's interesting, but interesting, it turns out, is not like a adjective I like in my wines. I like more drinkable.
What about interesting applied to men? Is that something that you like?
Clearly. Because I like to be in, mildly effective short-term relationships. Short-term, long-distance relationships. Oh, God. Don't date me. The PSA for all those people out there, don't ask me out.
Oh, yeah. This is real fun. I am going to start helping her date coach soon. So great. I'm glad we're putting this out there.
Yeah, no, I'm an amazing person to date, but only if you live at least
I'm her Tinder lead now.
Yeah.
Only if you live 1,500 miles away from me.
Okay, so let's put these away. I think we're done with these. I've definitely had better Sauvignon Blancs, but Cupcake's drinkable. We'll see if it gets better.
Yeah, and it's less expensive. Like, how great is that?
Yeah. Okay, let's RumChatta. So this is RumChatta.
I like
as horchata. What are you doing? Are you laughing at me?
I like your RumChatta moves.
Oh, I got sweet RumChatta moves.
Can we go over what's in horchata?
Yeah, it's rice milk beverage. I think it has some cinnamon, vanilla. So you do 4 ounces. We're gonna actually post the recipe afterwards. I don't actually know exactly what's in it, so I'd be making things up, but definitely cinnamon, vanilla, rice milk, sugar. Anything else worth mentioning? No. Okay.
Oh my God, how great is this?
So I'm actually going to do 2 rums because I went to the Bacardi distillery in Puerto Rico yesterday. I'll post some pictures. It was beautiful. What I didn't know about Bacardi, which I always think of as a cheap, sorry Bacardi, but I think of as a cheap light booze that I can only drink with Coke. But they have actually been in business, same family, running Bacardi for 150 plus years. They survived, like, they were in Cuba and they survived the whole Cuban thing. They survived the prohibition and they are on their 8th generation of family running it. I'm like, wow, they must really have good policies in place to handle, because
and a family business.
You know, working with family business, I like wonder what the, you know, how
I know, it's like family business, alcohol, communism,
prohibition. I mean, world wars, like, I mean, just crazy. Okay, anyway, so this one is actually called the 8-year, and it's like only $26 this whole bottle, and it's just almost to the point where you don't want to mix it with something, but it's not quite there, so we're gonna mix it. I'm gonna shake it. Oh, that is the wrong one.
You know the rules about shaking.
I'm not shaking it until my ass shakes. Not what I do, but thank you for the option.
You know, just keeping it spicy.
Keep it spicy. You know, you should shake.
It's not as look at my Nalgene bottle.
You shake till your ass shakes. I'll wait.
My butt's shaking.
Yes, second bottle of rum. This one is a Virginian rum. It's called Vitae. It has an interesting backstory, which I don't really have on me, so I'm not going to go into. But I will put the link up there. Horchata, it was actually a beverage of the gods based on what the Mayans and Aztecs said, which is kind of interesting. So I put it in this. I'm shaking. All right. Oh. I haven't even tried the horchata yet. Wow, this one's so much darker. The Virginia one is way darker than the first one. You can't really. It's hard to tell. Okay, so let's try it.
This is extraordinary tasting. That was just the horchata that I was trying. Cheers.
Yeah, this is delicious. This is the one with the 8-year. I could drink more of these than I should, so I'm probably just gonna have a couple sips. Very tasty beverage.
It actually is really a lovely alternative to the eggnog.
Oh, You know, I was just thinking, could we do it warm? Could you drink this warm? Like,
yeah.
Not just cold.
I mean, this is delicious, you guys. And so simple. I mean, if you don't make the horchata yourself, that probably isn't simple.
Very simple.
Woo! Ha-ha! The Vitae is different. It's different.
Different. Good?
I have to tell you, the Bacardi, I mean, I'm not trying to sell Bacardi, but that is actually a lot better. I wish you were here and you could taste this. We should.
What am I tasting, actually?
The Vitae.
Okay. Yeah, because I like this.
Bacardi really feels like it just like goes with the horchata. Like has a similar flavor profile, which isn't surprising because horchata is more of a Spanish, Latin American beverage.
Oh my God, it's so good.
So good.
It feels really like decadent and luxurious. Like I'm doing something naughty.
Yeah.
Apparently those are linked in my brain. Delicious and naughty. I don't think I'm unique in that respect, but all right. Are we moving on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, cool. So the next thing that we are tasting is cider. And I used to be a super cider hater personally, and now I'm obsessed. So here we're going to try the Stella Artois cider, RE cider, British, or yeah, felt European. And then good old American Angry Orchard.
America.
Well, it's cider. I don't really have to
talk about any politics, guys, in case you're worried. We're not going to go into some rants. We all watched the elections. We all know what happened, but we're drinking and we're having fun.
So Angry Orchard comes from New York. Let's see exactly which location. Walden, New York. The tasting notes are this. Well, I'm just going to read you the description. It's so its 6-pack is $8.99. And this crisp and refreshing cider mixes the sweetness of apples with the subtle dryness of balanced cider taste. And it has obviously, and it has an apple aroma. Shocking, I know. And then the Stella Artois cider, this is great. It's crisp and refreshing Belgian style cider with hand-picked apples, 50% hand-picked apples. So I don't know, I guess the other 50% are machine-picked, which I didn't. Sure, you can do. And it says it's more like champagne than beer. I
definitely did not. I don't know which is which, so I'm gonna start over.
Well, the one actually that smells like apple cider is the Angry Orchard.
They both smell pretty apple cidery to me, to be totally honest.
Really? No, one smells like straight up cider, and the other one.
Let's Angry Orchard here. Are we Angry Orcharding first?
Angry Orchard. You can tell the Angry Orchard's like a little bit.
This Angry Orchard thing, it does not smell that apple-y to me. It smells more boozy, like just liquor than like more like a beer. Not quite a beer. It doesn't smell hopsy or weedy, but champagne.
Really? It smells like apple cider to me. Maybe it's because we've already drank so much alcohol that my nose is immune to it now.
Oh my gosh, I learned a trick at the Bacardi factory. So if you don't have coffee or you don't have another way to like cleanse your palate, like your nose, one way to do it is to rub your hands together and smell your hands, and then it will reset your nose. Isn't that awesome? I thought that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
It's really cool. It does make me feel like what's happening to my hands. That's.
I keep my hands.
What are we like?
Kids, so they're constantly washed. I don't know what's going on with your hands. So if you don't wear a lot of
I don't really wash my hands, guys.
If you don't wear a lot of perfume, another option is to smell your arm. But if you wear a lot of lotion, it doesn't help. But anyway, I thought it was great. Like if you don't have, it's a nice way to clean your nose. Anyway.
Okay. So can you smell the difference between the Stella Artois? It's less apple cidery.
This smells. Oh, sorry, you can't tell what that is. This I feel like this one smells more like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah. Yeah, this is way drier. The Stella Artois. So like if I were drinking
this one, is way drier.
Which I am, I would probably start with an Angry Orchard. And I really like this for like my first one when it's super cold and crisp. I really like the Angry Orchard, but then the sweetness gets a little bit like kind of cloying after the first one, and then it's time to transition to something else or more of a Stella Artois. Personal opinion. Just you're not a sweet person.
You're not sweet. I'm super sweet. I'm like an angel. I've been on an angel campaign lately. I keep telling everyone like I am such an angel, and my whole household's like, "No, you're not." And I'm like, dude, like they obviously don't know me,
If you guys saw me at home, you would know that I'm an angel. Like, where are you? Nobody sees me all day, which is why I'm so weird on this show, because I'm like, people! I haven't talked to people!
Katie and I, so a little background on Katie and I, since we have a little bit of time, we'll do a little talking about Katie and I. Maybe what we'll do is I'll talk about Katie and Katie can talk about me. I That's fun. Yes. Okay. So Katie works for, we both do project management. Katie does project management for an online like course development company. And so she manages like IT and engineering kind of people and projects and clients and all this kind of stuff. But she does it all from like, you know, this little screen, like this little laptop, like I do. So I work, oh yeah, you're talking about me. I'm not talking about me. Okay. What else about Katie? So Katie loves to travel all over. We both do. Katie is on the search for a man starting next week. So in case anyone sees this and they're like, dude, she is, hold on, a bag of chips. She's available. Let's see. Katie also is always down to have a good time, but also like, so, you know, like keep it adult. Like we got to like be adults and still have fun, which is like a big part of the whole premise of the show. And like this site and everything in general, like, you know, we used to drink, maybe not all of us. Some of us used to drink like college students. And then we grew up and we have day jobs and mortgages and some of us have children. So how do you like do all of it? It's kind of the exploration we're on.
Yeah. Having it all. And Jessica maybe already, so like I might sound like I don't have it all because I don't have a house and children. Well, I have this sweet ass basement, guys. How does it get better? And I'm going to keep showing them every time I'm in the basement, but I also have these mallards.
The dog. Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm going to show you like this mallard's maybe, you're looking at my armpits right now. And that's great. Can I get a man? They're kind of shaved. This is my prize mallard. Anyway, yeah, Jessica is, what do I want to say about you? So Jessica and I started Jessica and I used to have a podcast. I just have to tell people, so hopefully they can find an episode that was called Moguls in the Making. This is like before people podcasted. We're talking like 2012. I mean, it happened, but it was rare. It was NPR and us. And we used to brush our teeth and podcast at the same time. And people listened to that shit. It was amazing. They didn't send us any emails. You guys should email us or comment but it's fine. We like talking to ourselves. Jessica's amazing. Jessica project manages. Jessica has 2 lovely babies. She has a Melissa. Melissa is amazing, and a Tom. And just is like really great at creating a life that works for her and she loves. And I respect the shit out of that about her. Hashtag life goals. Create a life you love, live it powerfully. And when people tell you you can't do it, dump them. Because
that is so what I just wrote on the About Us. It's like, you know what, like surround yourself with people you love and people who empower you, and like let go of the rest of them. Because who wants that negative energy around you? I don't.
And I do have to tell you, because it just happened yesterday that yesterday was the new moon. I'm really into the woo-woo stuff. And I'm trying to live my life in flow with the moon cycles. And the new moon is all about letting go. So identifying the things that no longer serve, letting go of that, setting new intentions for the future. So if you guys are watching this, you're feeling really inspired about holding on to those people who are your tribe and releasing the rest, maybe it's time to, you know, make a little list of the people and things that you're ready to let go of in service of your best life.
Sorry, I'm pouring myself a little more RumChatta because this shit is ridiculous. And Melissa took my glass and did not give it back. So I'm gonna make myself.
Now I'm just I'm jealous that I want the Bacardi stuff.
The producer in the house is like, yeah, feed me some too. I want some of that. That looks good.
Really good.
It's really good.
It's really, really good. I mean, the horchata is horchata. Such a good word. Is so good.
Oh my God. You know, here's the deal. If no one ever watches this and it's just for us, we do this every week.
It's so worth it.
It's actually been worth it because it's been fun. And all day today I was like excited about like being live and having fun and like, oh my gosh, we're gonna like do this, like yay. And you know, it makes life worth living. Like a little bit of like that edge, you know, like woo.
And like soon we're gonna have to go on shopping sprees to like find new clothes. I can't be wearing like tank tops every day.
Okay, I'm gonna go. The cleaning people came over today. They come on Thursday, and they were like cleaning up all the booze. And like literally, like I walk up and she's facing like this, and she looks at me like, and I'm like, oh, she's judging how much alcohol I have, and probably she throws away, but whatever, that's just what I made up. Maybe she was like, what? I don't know.
She's like, how do I get invited to a party?
How do I get an invite, girl? Like, here, check out the
like. This is a bartender's wet dream, and little did you know, I work at the Alley Cat on Sunday nights.
Wet dreams. I don't know. This is probably not going to be a family show, so I guess we can talk about wet dreams. Probably not like extensively, but maybe a little bit.
I mean, what are Facebook's rules? Appropriateness rules.
No idea.
I think it's YouTube's rules.
Oh yeah, it's YouTube.
Like videos.
All right, what else do we want to talk about?
I think that's it.
Oh, let's start with the next show. Oh, wait, let's try these two wines first again. See if they got any better. Maybe
after
more they might be better.
After the RumChatta.
I put my lids back on. You guys, now that we're at like the "if you stayed, you really like us" portion of the show. So the first time that we did this show from my basement, I called Jessica and Melissa and was like, yo, guys, there were lots of ingredients in those drinks. I just spent like $130 in the liquor store. And now I've got this giant thing of Lillet and I don't know what to do with it. So they were amazing and sent me a little care package with these wines, which is why I'm drinking them out of this. These awesome, well, also because I'm like, I love hipster life. And who doesn't want to drink out of a mason jar? And some other things, the horchata, the rum. And they all came inside of a cord blood lunch bag. What? So I received mason jars inside of a plastic bag. What?
Not you. Yeah. My mom just like walked down and just like walked down the stairs and creaked and creaked and creaked. Anyway, it's fine.
I didn't hear you at all, Mom. But I do now have.
So nice.
I miss you, Mom. And I now have a cord blood lunch bag that.
Oh my gosh! So Katie sends me this text of a picture of her opening a box with a cord blood in it, and I'm like, "Oh, are you pregnant? Like, whose is it? Like us immediately. Like,
this is really gonna screw up our drinking show.
Transport it."
Because like cord blood's like a serious commitment. Like that's like you really like the baby, you plan on keeping, like it's blood for life. Like it's serious.
Yeah, I mean, God, can you imagine?
Oh, sorry, Melissa's doing this. All right, okay.
Wrap it up, ladies.
So next week's show, next Thursday, 7 o'clock. I don't know what we're tasting. What are we tasting next week?
Oh, it's Beaujolais Nouveau Day.
Oh, Beaujolais Nouveau Day. So exciting. What is that, Melissa? What does it mean in general?
So it's a French national holiday where they release the new Beaujolais. So we don't even know which ones they are because they haven't been released yet.
Okay. So they're French people are going to release a new wine. So we are going to taste next week.
And we'll be back on the gin trail with the Bronx.
And we'll be back on the gin trail with a drink called the Bronx. So that's fun. I've been enjoying our gin trail.
And 2 brown ales with Tom.
We'll bring Tom back.
And let's plan that next year.
We're in the house.
I'll be in the house. So you'll get to see Jessica and I together. And next year we will be shooting. I'm just saying this because it's going to happen now. We'll be shooting live from Beaujolais Nouveau Day, where we're gonna find out where the fuck that is.
Oh, and we should also
I cursed on television.
The stomping. I want to do the stomping thing.
Crush.
Yeah.
The crush. We're going to do some crushing.
All right, you girls crushed it tonight.
That's my crushing.
For those of you who watch the show, thank you. We, I don't know if we love you, but it's close. It's getting, I don't like to give a love wave right away. So like we're building something.
That's what I should have told you about Jessica. I'll be like, I love you. I do love you. I don't even know you, but I love you. Jessica will be like, maybe we'll see. Give it maybe 3 months. We'll see if you're still around, and then I'll decide if I really meh.
Okay. Also, when you hit stop broadcast, we're done.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
We're done with this.
Make it go away.
Bye-bye.
Did it stop?
Make it